What is Form 1099-K and why does it matter for the foreign entrepreneur, the foreign-owned LLC owner? Well, my name is James Baker, CPA. It's not my name, that's a title. And I work with international entrepreneurs who have U.S. companies all the time. And I want to tell you today what this form is and what it means. Okay, so let's get to the video. So the Form 1099-K is something that's been around for a while, and I don't have a ton of research here. I just know how it's treated now. And the 1099-K is a form that third-party settlement organizations are required to report to the IRS to show how much money has gone through their account. So basically, if you have a Stripe account and you've sold over $20,000 of product and Stripe has processed that for you, they're going to issue you a 1099-K. And earlier of 2022, they passed an act where they lowered the threshold to $600, which means that almost everyone in the world is going to be getting this 1099-K, and everyone in the U.S. at least. And it was going to become a big mess. The IRS just backtracked on this, and I'm looking at the Taxpayer Advocate website. They are our friends at the IRS, and basically they didn't have the guidance in place, and they're going to re-review the laws. And they bumped it back up to the pre-March 2021 threshold, which was $28,000 or 200 transactions. So that's who gets the form. If you have an LLC or corp or whatever, and you've been processing in the U.S. more than $20,000 or 200 transactions, you're going to get a 1099-K. So what does that mean to you? Well, I'm going to tell you some stories of clients who've gotten this form. And really what that means is that you use the payment processor in the U.S. to sell. I've had the IRS reach out and ask a client of mine who is a foreign person, has an LLC, a foreign-owned single-member LLC. They don't pay U.S. taxes. They don't. They just filed the 5472, and the IRS reached out and asked them why they didn't file a tax return. I responded and explained the situation, that they are a foreign-owned single-member LLC, and I believe I talked to the agent. This was like a year and a half ago, and that was it. They responded to that and they moved forward on that, and they basically closed the issue. So the IRS, even if they reach out to you and ask you for a tax return, you can respond to the notice and they will move on from it. So this is something that you don't need to worry too much about. If you have a multi-member LLC and you're filing Form 1065, it's a little bit different, because when you're reporting your sales and your expenses, then you need to make sure that you are having your sales total up to the 1099-K. Otherwise, the IRS will think it won't match up in their system. And I don't know how the automated system is really working right now and how that's being processed and how it's working. But traditionally in the automated system, the IRS will see that this tax ID has this amount of 1099-K, the sales, and then on their tax return, they're reporting this amount of sales. And if it's not the same, or if the sales on the tax return aren't higher, they could potentially ask about it. And I'm not saying that means you would have to pay taxes. It just means you'd have to answer a response from the IRS. So while the 1099-K is a burdensome form and it's just more information to the IRS, it doesn't mean you will be paying taxes. It doesn't change your actual facts and circumstances of your tax situation. It doesn't mean that you are going to have to pay income taxes in the U.S., especially if you have no U.S. trade or business. So I don't want you to be scared of this form. I just want you to know that it might be coming. And if you have a multi-member LLC, and you do get the 1099-K, it's possible that you should. Well, it's not possible. It's recommended that you at least have your sales on your 1065, your partnership tax return, hit that 1099-K amount. These forms are generally due at the end of January, so you should get them in February and March if you're going to get them. You might just have to download them from the platform or the provider, or they'll send you an email. But it's really nothing to worry about. If you have any questions about this, comment below, and I'll be happy to answer and go into more detail and make another video. If you're a foreign person, you want to start a U.S. company, you want to expand to the U.S., and you don't understand or want to deal with the taxes, I encourage you to reach out to us and our team, because that's what we do, and that's who we help. Even if you're a citizen investing abroad or whatever, and you're still watching this video, I can help you as well. I'm a U.S. tax expert, and that's why I want to help. In any case, I'm making more videos like this, more content, message what you want to hear and see, and I will study it and present it to you. And subscribe, like the video. Love you guys. See you on the next one.